What is up, my peoples? Alright, y'all, we got some more video about y'all boy Charleston White. I'm sliding to O'Shea Duke Jackson's other channel, The Celebrity Junk. The title of this video is Charleston White is becoming white people's worst nightmare. So if I had to guess at the time recording, I heard that Charleston White did say stuff about the Carmelo Anthony incident with the stab and all that stuff. I heard he changed his view. So if I had to guess, because I haven't watched this video yet. It's not a clip, this is a reaction. So I'm gonna see what's up, man. We already know both Charleston White be wilding, so who knows what this video gonna bring. But before we get into it, that like and subscribe to your boy. Cost y'all nothing, but does so much for me and my family, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Let's jump in this video though. Let's roll.
Charleston White is definitely a comedic genius, especially when you look at him on live streams, on different podcasts, 20 versus 1. But there's an element to Charleston White that a lot of people appreciate, let's say in the conservative spaces. That is that Charleston White votes normally always Republican. And he's the guy that believes in snitching. He's the guy that believes in holding blacks accountable. And every now and then he'll talk about, let me just say racism, but typically, during his, I don't know if it's an act or he's serious, but it's pretty much, bringing up what black people do. And initially, when this Carmelo Anthony case happened in Dallas, Texas, around there where he's...
Real quick before we even get into that, those things could be, it's not popular black references, but it's cool. We shun upon it, but as far as you can be a black Republican, that's cool. That's your rights as a guy, under this country. You have the right to be whatever party you want to. That's your rights. The snitching, quote unquote snitching, that means, we don't view it. If regular citizens tell if a crime happened, that's what regular citizens do. I have no problem with a black man, a doctor, anybody who not involved with criminal activity, hey, telling the law. I don't consider that snitching. Now, if you dirty and you doing dirt and you snitch on somebody to get less time, that's when it's bogus. But any other thing other than that, you doing your right as a citizen, and what the snitching and the everything is your rights. We should look at it bad, but everybody got the rights to do that though.
From Dallas-Fort Worth area, he was bashing Mr. Carmelo Anthony. All right,
and he bogus too. And that's why I want to fuck with him for a minute.
This is what he was saying.
No wonder God can't bless black people, because black people got a heart of retribution and vengeance and violence and anger. They want to get back at white people. No wonder Dr. Kingdom could get some things and we can't. Because Dr. Kingdom said, hey man, don't hit them back. Hey man, don't hit them back. And them people got way more. Now this group say, let's kill them. Let's kill them. But your kids, you hear about kids every day in the hood schools getting bullied, but y'all don't have this much outrage for bullying. They have a no bullying month, but y'all don't have this much out. But now all of a sudden it's out, let's kill the bully. Most of y'all are bullies.
What I don't fuck with dude with stuff like that.
Most of y'all are, come on.
Especially when you don't know the whole circumstance. So I don't address it because I don't know the whole circumstance. But this the things that blow me about him. But I try to be open-minded. I'm trying to follow, see what he about, and trying to understand it. But these video clips like this, I see this clip, when it happened. And this is what blows me about the situation. But I'm trying to, try to be balanced. That's a grown man.
Come on, Crip blood bullies. But now we want to kill the bully. When most of black children go to school every day and have to face a bully, why you think they got to wear Michael Jordan tennis shoes? But now we got a problem with bullies, huh? When have we ever told our kids to go kill the bully? We taught our kids how to stand up to the bully. No matter if it was two of them, fight both of them.
Now, Mr. Charleston White ended up meeting with Carmelo Anthony's father, which I thought was funny, right? Because the way he talked about the Carmelo Anthony family and Carmelo Anthony himself, you would think that the father would not want to meet up with Charleston White or even talk to him, but miraculously enough, and I think this was a genius move on the side of the father was able to put that behind him, all right? The father wasn't trying to go back and beef with Charleston White. He met up with him.
And that's what I'm trying to do. That's growth. As a fellow father, I respect that. That's how I'm trying to do. I'm trying to not put everybody in a box. I'm trying to get you to understand, know that you're a comedian. That's what the journey I'm on right now. I didn't fuck with Charleston White, but I'm trying to be open-minded, and now he hasn't hurt and killed my, nobody in my family. Try to understand, try to be more open-minded, and I applaud that father for doing it as a fellow father.
White, and said, hey, I want to explain to you some facts of the case. So Charleston White obliged. And once Mr. Carmelo Anthony, his dad came and did that, Charleston White showed up to Say Cheese TV and said this.
Hey, since I said that, I want to take the time to apologize to Carmelo Anthony's family. Man, I was all the way wrong about that kid. I was all the way wrong about that kid.
Yeah, he was just indicted.
I was all the way wrong about that kid. I met with his father. I've been meeting with his father regularly. I had opportunity to talk, piece him up. He go beat these charges. I was under the impression that he brought a knife to school. So I'm taking knife to school. He didn't take a knife to school. He didn't even know these two white boys. These two white boys just came over there because he was with another kid that knew those white boys. So he a new black kid who these big old white boys, big white boys. He a small frame kid. One of the white boys was on that side, one of the white boys on that side. So either way go, they had him blocked in. And these some big white boys. These are some big, violent, aggressive white boys who got guns. And not only that, the one he whooped their daddy.
So now,
wow, I didn't even know
he's
that.
changing his position. He's talking about the things as he sees it, right?
I didn't even
And then
know
this
that.
would continue to go on.
This is white people's George Floyd, by the way. Austin Metcalf is white people's George Floyd. He really died of a fentanyl overdose because the autopsy said he had fentanyl in his system. Steroid use. He was just cycling off because he's off of football, but during football season, Austin is steroiding up, buddies. His dad said they excelled in every sport. So with their physical abilities and capabilities and strength, based on what they teach you in the license to carry classes, the CHL gun classes, anybody bigger than you can boom, 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 boom. Body size is a form of a weapon under the law.
Now you're right about that. You gotta defend yourself. I don't know the gist, so I'm trying to be real safe with this. But yes, you have the right to fully defend yourself with somebody bigger than you. I know that fact. I know that stretch across all the U.S. So yeah, them boys is way bigger than him.
They were
That's
two
what I know. I'm
extremely
being
big
safe,
guys who were in the bedroom with your sister and your girl in. There are two bigger guys who are trained and skilled in mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu, that can severely hurt you and kill you. Steroids, fentanyl, anger issues, abusive dad. You bring that trauma to school with you, you take it out on the football field, but you have a reputation of bullying people from, I think, about the 4th grade, these Austin twin brothers. So you can't just fight one, you have to fight two. But that's why this is a package deal. So 2 men approach you, bigger than size. You mean to tell me you don't have the right to defend yourself? This is a George Floyd. The autopsy said he has fentanyl in the system. So another lie that they said, he brought the knife to school. He didn't have a knife. He had a Boy Scouts aid tool. Well, what's on that tool? They have 12 different components. You lift this one up, it may be a bottle opener. You lift this one up, it may be a screwdriver. And they're about this small. They're smaller than 3 inches. It was so small,
I didn't even know
you don't even
there.
see it when they take the picture next to the body because it laid next to the body right by the backpack.
Damn.
Fails. Oh, they didn't know what due diligence works like this. Oh, they didn't know what doing due diligence. I went to Texas Western. They taught me how to research. They taught me how to go into the library databases and pull up other articles and things like that and go get the court pay. I know how to do what you do, Sarah.
And he didn't stop there.
I got all the facts of the case. So there's a video that's been released by Frisco Independent School District because this is public information. And if you want to see this video, you can go up to Frisco Independent School District and see this video. That's why Sarah J. Fields and Austin Metcalf dad, and now they've drugged the mom, man, but they're trying to debunk people from going to see the video. Why do you think Sarah J. Fields,
She released the indictment before anybody had the indictment, and she got a woman fired because they're using a new Jim Crow systematic tactic where they got the people inside the courts, they got the people inside, and they're working against the Carmelo Anthony family on behalf of Sarah J. Fields because she's a precinct chair and she's threatening to use her power from her precinct chair, I think District 30, to get people unelected and get people elected if they don't go against this case. So she's trying to use political power to influence and persuade this case. That is what Sarah J. Fields has partnered with Austin's family and trying to do. The mom wasn't too much in it. The mom's really been grieving. Austin, Jeff Metcalf has been playing for the camera because he's been an absent father who abused the mom, and he think he can get back in with mom, and mom doesn't want anything to do with Jeff. That's why you don't see them standing in the camera together like you see the Carmelo Anthony's family doing. So let me stick to the case, to the facts, right? So Sarah has a lady who works for the Collin County courts who just lost her job, who released the indictment before anybody had it. So for whatever reason, Sarah is getting all this information and she's coming to misconstrue the information, and she's giving out misinformation and false information. Number one, the family has not touched the GoFundMe money. GoFundMe froze the money because the lawyers are trying to get the money. The lawyers are trying to get the money, not the family. It's the lawyers. The first group of people came through with civil rights lawyers trying to play for a civil rights lawsuit as if this was a police shooting. That's why they went with the race card. Biggest mistake they could have made. First mistake I told them they made, playing a race card. Now the white people was waiting for black people to play the race card. Now they're playing the race card in ways that we can't see. It's called racism. It's hidden in the fabrics. It's embedded in the fabrics of the design of America. So it's not blatant. You can't see it. It's hidden. Like somebody in Collin County courts who has a job to feed their family are releasing private information to a known, not a law enforcement, which is Sarah J. Fields. That's the first mistakes that's happening in this case. These are adults that's doing this. These are not, this was a children's problem, a children's issue. The adults have gotten in and made it hateful, ugly, and racist. And this is about right or wrong. This is clearly about right or wrong. This ain't nothing new. The adults have came.
This is America. That's what they do. Racism is embedded. I hate it. Don't get me wrong. I don't agree with it, but it is embedded in the system. There are systems in play that does not benefit everybody. It only benefits a group of people. In play and in court, you cannot sue for racism. It's so hard. They got so many stipulations to say that racism doesn't exist, but there's laws to say that you cannot sue judges or certain things and use racism as the cause of it. I can't sue you because you racist because they trying to say, oh, because it's hard to prove. No, because y'all just don't want it to be brought up anyway, because it can be factual. It could be proven. Why can we prove it? Because these 10 white people got these types of cases that's similar to these 10 black men, and these 10 black men all got harsher sentences than all 10 of these white people. That could be a blatant sign of racism. Why does these 10 people get slaps in the wrist when these 10 black people don't? But no, it's abolished from the court. You can't even you can't even prove that. And if you try to even talk, yeah, man, I go on for days.
You don't hear no children online talking and fighting and going back and forth about this case. It's all hateful-hearted adults. It's not children. It's all hateful-hearted adults online bickering, going back and forth, spewing hate over an issue over children. And none of them was there. All the adults with opinion, none of them was there. So Sarah, let's tell the truth.
I want there.
Jeff, let's tell the truth. You even said in an interview, but you're talking too much online, Jeff. You're talking too much online, Jeffrey Metcalf. And you're partnering with someone who wasn't there, and it's clearly she's a hateful-hearted. And by the way, Sarah, we have your background as well. You said Dominique Alexander's a horrible person, and he is. And you once were too, Sarah. You used to smoke meth. You was a meth addict whore. So don't try to get cleaned up in the Republican Party and hide behind this conservative shield as if you once was a liberal. Getting high, selling your for meth.
This thing crazy.
So come on, Sarah.
No.
Don't play like you just so high and mighty. Jeff, you're a woman beater. You used to beat your wife. Your kids heard it. They saw it. You had anger issues, Jeff. Guess what? Your two big boys did too. They had very anger issues. And from what's been reported about Austin and his twin brother, they've been kicking ass since elementary. They've been bigger than most children. Not only that, they are trained experts in jiu-jitsu. Why isn't the media reporting this?
What happened is,
alright, y'all, because I'm already real deep into this video. Like always, I'm gonna link it below so y'all can watch the full thing for yourselves. Still a decent amount of the video left. I just want to get his point across. Hey, stuff getting deep. I don't know a lot of specifics. I just learned a bunch of stuff about the Carmelo Anthony case on this whole thing. But what the moral of this particular video is, people could change. And he man enough to admit that he was wrong, and he trying to do what's right by the family. And that's all we got to do. We can't, like they say, stay on your side. That stuff don't matter in real life. Some people could be wrong. I could be dead wrong today and could be right tomorrow. He's trying to do what's right, so you got to give him that chance to do what's right. That's all I say. Nobody perfect. But as long as you man enough to admit that you're wrong and try to do right, hey, you get a fair shake from me. If y'all made this far in the video, then like and subscribe to your boy, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Put down in the comments what y'all think about the situation. Is Charleston right or wrong for flipping? What y'all think about the situation? I'm leaving it wrong. Let's not get racy or none of that stuff. We ain't on that stuff on this channel. Just the basic opinion about the situation with the Carmelo Anthony and what y'all think, man. I'm out, yo. Peace.